Ezra Levant here with Rebel News. I have just arrived in Marseille, France, and I have to say, even the drive over from the airport, this is one of the most beautiful cities I have ever seen in the world. It's an ancient city. It's more than 2,000 years old. It's one of France's largest cities. It's still its largest port. There's so much focus on the beautiful water. There's lots of yachts as well as the industrial boats. The town, the architecture, the stonework, it's gorgeous. It really is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. It's on the Mediterranean, of course. The weather is going up to 30 degrees today. I tell you all that because beneath that total beauty, there is trouble in this town. You could even feel it on the drive. I've never seen so much graffiti in such a beautiful town. And there's an enormous number of fences with barbed wire and those sort of prison bends on the fence at the top that suggest that there's actually maybe two Marseilles. And even as we arrive at our hotel, we see Justice pour Naël. That's the name of the young man. Our taxi driver said he was not a migrant, but rather born in France. On the plane ride over, we talked to a Belgian who said when it rains in Paris, we get drops in Belgium. And he said that the riot was spreading there. Why? Is it because young Naël was shot and killed by police? That's what the rioters say. And indeed, if he was shot because there was an altercation over him not having some paperwork, well, I'm against police brutality and no one should be killed for that. But are those all the facts? Or is it like some of the celebrity cases in the United States, like George Floyd, that maybe the facts aren't all they seem? I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to get that fact. But what I can tell is even in this town, even in the tourist part where we're staying in a hotel, you can see unhappiness. You can see it's an interesting mix, as many Mediterranean cities are, different cultures and ethnicities. Remember that France had colonies in North Africa, in Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, places like that. And of course, many of those former colonials are now in France proper, just like it is in the United Kingdom. Of course, there are so many great success stories of integration, but I think that there was a real flavor to the riots, just what I could detect through social media, that this was the moment for a racial protest. And because it was in the minds of the protesters, of the rioters, that this was a racially motivated shooting by police. I'm going to do my best to find out. This is one of the most beautiful places I've seen, but we are here for one of the ugliest stories we've seen. Who was Naël? Why was he killed? And is it a justification for riots? Even our taxi driver, who himself was Algerian, said that he had never seen anything quite like it. We'll keep you posted at franceonfire.com. We want to find some answers in the 2 days we're here. If you think this is interesting journalism and you want to support it, please do chip in at franceonfire.com. We flew here on EasyJet, which is the most economical airline in the world, and my cameraman and videographer, Efron, and I are sharing a hotel room to save costs, but it is going to cost us probably about $2,800 by the time we're done. You can chip in at franceonfire.com. Keep coming back to that website because I'll give you more updates as we go through this town.